On Wyln News, a 17-year-old is killed in a crash and another is flown to a trauma center. This is your news choice. Wyln News starts right now.
From the WYLN studios in Hazleton and all over northeastern Pennsylvania, this is WYLN News.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Paula Degnan. A 17-year-old was killed in a one-car crash this afternoon in Butler Township. Butler Township, along with Pennsylvania State Police, are investigating the crash that happened just before 1 o'clock, and so far, no official information has yet been released. The Luzerne County Deputy Coroner called to the scene and did pronounce a passenger in the vehicle dead at around 1:10. Another passenger in the vehicle was taken to Lehigh Valley Hospital, then flown via medical helicopter to a trauma center. Fire police had the road closed at Route 309 and on Foothills Drive. Valley Regional, Sugarloaf Township, and Hazel Township Fire were also on location. Again, Butler Township Police being assisted by Pennsylvania State Police in investigating that crash. The Luzerne County Coroner's Office has officially ruled the death of a prison inmate as a suicide. 23-year-old Brooke Griesing was arrested by Hazleton Police June 6th for allegedly stealing a 2008 Volkswagen Passat from an address on North 3rd Street. She was taken to Luzerne County Prison and found unresponsive June 8th after she apparently hung herself. She was pronounced dead at Wilkes-Barre General Hospital. The Luzerne County District Attorney's Office still investigating that death. A Hazleton stabbing suspect's case will now be heading to court after a preliminary hearing was held yesterday. 34-year-old Nelson Hernandez Riviera allegedly stabbed 35-year-old Evelyn Almonte outside the Crystal Barbecue on Broad Street in the early morning hours of March 20th. Almonte took the witness stand yesterday, stating she and Riviera had a child together, but she broke up with him 2 months before the stabbing incident, saying he was aggressive and tried to kill her. He's charged with attempted homicide and aggravated assault. His case is now bound for Luzerne County Court, and after his preliminary hearing, Judge Joseph Zola remanded him back to prison. A Hazleton business was damaged after a driver crashed into it earlier this morning. A driver with a learner's permit attempting to make a right turn onto Green Street from Wyoming Avenue when she struck the Prestigio restaurant. It happened shortly before 7 a.m. There were no injuries or major damage reported at the time of the incident. Hazleton Code Enforcement Office, however, has to inspect the storefront. Jury selection got underway this morning in the case of a Luzerne County mother accused of trying to kill herself and her children. 33-year-old Melissa Scholl arrived at the courthouse this morning. She is accused of attempted murder. Police say it was December 2015. The woman and her 2 children were found in a running vehicle on Blackman Street in Wilkes-Barre with a hose running from the vehicle's exhaust pipe into the car. A passing bus driver spotted the attempt and intervened. Scholl's children were taken to stay with family. Defense attorneys for convicted murderer Jesse Conwee filed a motion yesterday to prevent what they deem improper statements during the penalty phase. One of the statements the defense team is trying to exclude is that because Conwee is serving a life sentence in another case, the only way to punish him is with a death sentence. He's currently serving a 25 to life sentence for executing a gang member in Phoenix, Arizona back in 2002. He was found guilty last week of the murder of correctional officer Eric Williams, who was killed February 2013 at the U.S. Penitentiary at Canaan in Wayne County. The defense also wants the prosecution to avoid persuading jurors in the case. The same jury that convicted him last week will be returning to court Monday to decide whether or not he should receive the death penalty. Tonight, Luzerne County Council holding their regular meeting, but it won't be at the courthouse. Tonight, they're meeting at the Hazleton 1 Community Center. At that meeting, county management will talk about courthouse restoration, improvements, and repairs at the Luzerne County Correctional Facility. Management will propose a plan for 11 different projects. Among them, $1.1 million for restoration of the interior of the county courthouse, $770,000 for repairs and improvements at the Luzerne County Correctional Facility, $600,000 to replace a roof at Penn Place, home to several county departments, $250,000 for improvements to the building currently used to store voting machines, and another just over $84,000 to install a pole building at Tannery Street. County Manager David Pedri said the largest project would be $1.8 million. It's to scan records from the Division of Judicial Services. Again, council meeting at the Hazleton 1 Community Center tonight at 6 o'clock. Coming up on WYLN News, a recap of another graduation ceremony. Plus, they signed on the line for pension reform in Harrisburg. Some areas having heavy downpours, leaving an inch or more of rain. Be prepared. They could continue through the evening. But now, as we head out to break, let's take a look at your 7-day forecast from the WYLN Weather Center. Remember, you can get all your weather information at WYLNTV.com. We'll be right back.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Visit the Luzerne County Convention and Visitors Bureau at visitluzernecounty.com for the listings of the many events you'll find in Luzerne County. From wine festivals to hill climbs to the famous tomato and kielbasa festivals, you'll find it all in Luzerne County. Luzerne County was named the best outdoors destination in Pennsylvania by the official Best in Pennsylvania website. The Luzerne County Convention and Visitors Bureau will help you relax, relive history, and marvel at the area's stunning natural beauty. You'll find it right here in northeastern Pennsylvania.
Are you looking to light up your business? Then you need to visit Shadler-Yesco Distribution Incorporated. They're the premier electrical distributor in Scranton, Wilkes-Barre, Poconos, and Hazleton. Specializing in extensive electrical lighting, automation, and datacom inventory to meet your contractor, commercial, or industrial needs. Don't go with a national company. Go with an independent, locally owned company that cares. Shadler-Yesco Distribution Incorporated. Visit them at SYDIST.com. Come experience the difference.
Hazleton Area High School held its 25th annual graduation ceremony last night, and WYLN's Maria Senti has more on the commencement and what the principal had to say about the class of 2017.
Thousands of guests joined together yesterday at Hazleton Area High School for its 25th annual commencement, a ceremony that celebrated and honored about 710 students who will be moving on to the next stage of their lives.
It's amazing. It's sort of sad, but I'm sort of excited, a little nervous.
Many of these graduates had mixed emotions about the day, but say their time spent at Hazleton Area High School has prepared them for what lies ahead.
It's really given me connections and prepared me for the world. For all the new encounters I'll be doing, everything.
Class of 2017.
Hazleton Area High School Principal Rocco Petrone has watched these students grow and prosper over the past 4 years. He says the graduates stand out in many facets of their lives, and they don't blend in with the rest.
This group is very unique, whether you talk about academics, whether you talk about extracurriculars, athletics. It's a group that has performed in the arts, in the skills. It's just a very unique group of students, and we're going to miss them here at Hazleton Area High School.
Hazleton Area School District Superintendent Dr. Craig Butler, Principal Rocco Petrone, and several class officers spoke at yesterday's event. Petrone says he advises the graduating class to dream big, work hard, and not let anything or anyone hold them back from pursuing their dreams.
This is your time to write your own path, to create your journey, and there's no doubt greatness lies ahead. It's your time to start establishing your legacy.
In Hazel Township, for WYLN News, I'm Maria Sinti.
Congratulations, Class 2017. Governor Tom Wolf and members of the House and Senate leadership held a signing ceremony yesterday afternoon at the state capitol for the pension reform bill. That bill reduces the traditional pension benefit for most state, government, and public school employees hired after 2019 and introduces a 401k style benefit. It won't reduce benefits for current public employees or current retirees. The governor and members of both houses stated in a news conference that this reform bill was a long time coming. Giant and Martin's food stores have issued another recall. Food Markets announcing that it removed from sale Kid Fresh Funtastic fish sticks, which may contain milk, an allergen that is not listed on the ingredient label. These products are safe to consume for individuals who do not suffer from a milk allergy. The product numbers are on your screen right now. People who have an allergy or severe sensitivity to milk may run the risk of serious or life-threatening allergic reactions if they consume the products. Customers who have purchased the products should discard any unused portion and bring their purchase receipt to Giant Martin's for a full refund. Coming up on Hollywood's News Choice, more information on June, Men's Health Month on Community and You, plus gardening tips of a different kind. But first, let's take a look at today's winning midday lottery numbers. Good luck if you played. Stay with us.
Whether you're a homeowner renovating your first kitchen or a professional contractor remodeling your 100th kitchen, we're here to work with you every step of the way. We feature Homecrest and Omega cabinets, bathrooms and entertainment cabinets, along with solid surface countertops for Mica and Wilson Art products. We offer affordable installation. All this and more at Morris Kitchens LLC. Appointments welcome. Call 570-825-6956.
What's on TV? Plenty. WYLN TV 35, the best in local programming.
And welcome to Community and You here on WYLN. I'm Gary Perna. I'm very pleased to be joined once again by Dr. Srinivasan from Hazleton, who specializes in men's health. And of course, last time we talked about prostate disease and BPH. So today we're going to talk about PSA testing. So doctor, what is it and when should us guys start the testing process?
Okay. PSA stands for prostate-specific antigen. It is a blood test that we use in screening of prostate cancer in combination with physical examination of the prostate. The new guidelines from the American Urological Association suggest that majority of men should be screened between age 55 to 69, and specifically to have testing and screening for prostate cancer. For men age 40 who have a primary relative with prostate cancer, men who are of African American descent, where potentially we may pick up more lethal, more aggressive prostate cancers, would benefit from earlier screenings. Men who are 70 above, who perhaps have a good longevity, healthy lifestyle with potentially good 10 to 15 year life expectancy, may perhaps benefit in some of those patients. So it's the combination of obtaining a blood test and doing a physical examination of the prostate to screen for prostate cancer.
So this is something that, now, what if you have a family history of prostate problems? Should it be done before your 50s, maybe in your 30s, early 40s?
So usually the guideline would suggest age 40.
Okay.
And usually in that high-risk group, we would usually use the PSA test along with the physical exam if there's any suspicion as to the possibility of prostate cancer based on an abnormal lab test or an abnormal physical exam. We would usually do a biopsy of the prostate. That is usually done under local anesthesia in an office setting to get tissue under a microscope to specifically diagnose for prostate cancer. And oftentimes these tests are very well tolerated, and most of the patients have some concerns going into it, but after they finish, they say it's not as bad as they thought it was going to be.
Now, a lot of stuff we've talked about in this episode and the last one with your prostate seems a lot of things start to happen, you know, in your 40s, 50s, 60s. Is it rare for something to happen in younger? I mean, I'm in my 20s. Is there the stuff that we should be looking for maybe to kind of help prevent, or is it something that it's going to happen when it's going to happen?
So generally what we think, there's probably a genetic predisposition to perhaps obtaining this. So things as far as lifestyle, perhaps there's been some implications. Those men, we generally recommend healthier lifestyles, exercise, watching your particular body mass index, your weight. Things that are generally heart healthy will probably be considered prostate healthy as well, low fat, low cholesterol intakes, healthier diets with more fruits and vegetables. So in the 20s, we generally don't recommend screening in that population. Probably the most common condition would be an infection of the prostate in that age group, usually burning with urination, irritative voiding symptoms. Those probably what we most commonly see in that younger age population.
Okay. And our last topic is something that a lot of guys don't like to talk about, but erectile dysfunction. It could be a bigger problem for them. So if somebody comes into your office and has a problem, what are some of the things that you would recommend or treatments that may be available?
Okay. So with erectile dysfunction, very common condition. Usually 40% of 40-year-olds, 50% of 50-year-olds, 60% of 60-year-olds, 70% of 70-year-olds that have the condition. Very, very common condition, and unfortunately undertreated. As far as the treatment options, Gary, that are available, the most common are usually the medications, Viagra, Cialis, Levitra. Beyond that, which a lot of men aren't familiar with, vacuum erection devices, injection treatments, suppository treatments that go into the urinary channel, surgical implantations of penile prostheses. These are all potential treatment options for erectile dysfunction. But again, I think the unfortunate thing is very diagnosed, undertreated, and very prevalent condition. And like I said, I think unfortunately men who have this condition do not seek out medical attention. And I think the other issue with men's health is I do think anytime I talk to men, I like them to get out, see their family doctors, see their internal medicine doctors, get checked, get screenings. And I think, unfortunately, us as men, we tend to be more stoic. We don't tend to get medical attention as we should.
Right. All right. So again, talk to your doctor if you have any prostate problems, erectile dysfunction problems. Get to your doctor, your family doctor, and then they can refer them over to you in your practice here in Hazleton. Again, June is Men's Health Month, so guys, let's go to the doctors. Let's make sure everything's okay, because we want to enjoy the summer and enjoy our families for a long time.
Absolutely right.
Dr. Srinivasan, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for joining us here on Community and You.
Why do so many Subaru buyers love Fairway Subaru?
By far, Fairway Subaru gave me the best price and the best trade-in.
I've been very pleased with their service.
We actually found what we were looking for right off the lot.
Made sure that the vehicle I was looking for fit my needs. I really feel like a part of their extended family.
Fairway Subaru on Route 309, Hazel Township, or visit us online. You're going to love us too.
For over 25 years, Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range, 118 Boulevard Road, Bloomsburg, has provided professionally designed skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields. All stations are handicapped accessible with resident NRA certified shooting instructors on site. There are packages available to fit anyone's budget, restaurant and catering on site. Our facility is also available for weddings, business meetings, bachelor and private parties. Call 570-384-2314.
I'm Gary Perna. I was born and raised here in Clare, Schuylkill County. I'm proud to be a part of the Wyln team, and I'm excited to be part as Wyln brings communities together through the power of television.
When you see news happening in your neighborhood, call Wyln News at 570-459-1869 or email us at news@wylntv.com or send us a message on social media through Facebook. Wyln, we're your local network.
If you are suffering from aches and pains from tending your lawn and garden, well, listen up. One local chiropractor has some healthy tips to follow, and our Julie Stefanovich has the details.
As the seasons change, so do our outdoor duties. If we don't find ourselves shoveling snow, we're out cutting grass and tending to our gardens. Just as we should remember to keep our backs and joints healthy during wintertime, the same applies to the summer season, as I recently found out while mowing my lawn. One good strain, and I was off to see Dr. Stacy Sando at Dagenhart Chiropractic in Hazleton, where she gave myself and others advice on keeping healthy.
I usually tell my patients if they're going to be doing yard work, number one, you want to stay well hydrated, especially with the heat. We tend to not drink enough before we go out, and we tend to be out there for 3 or 4 hours, and we don't drink it all while we're out there. So most importantly, stay hydrated. It's going to cause or help you prevent injury when you're out working in the heat. Secondly, it's always good to stretch and make sure to take a break every half an hour or 45 minutes.
Patients come through the office with all different types of injuries that occur while working outdoors.
Usually patients will come in with their weekend warrior issues like low back pain, sciatic, shoulder strains. Usually happens from overdoing it in the yard.
If you're suffering from back pain or other strains, the best advice is to see your chiropractor.
Chiropractors are the #1 treatment for low back pain. It's been researched over and over again, time and time again, that if you have low back pain or if you have an injury, you can see your chiropractor and they can diagnose and correct any types of sprained strains, subluxations that occur with that.
You can contact Dr. Stacy Sando or Dr. John Dagenhart at their office at 1749 East Broad Street by calling 570-454-2474. In Hazleton, for Wyln News, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
Thank you, Julie. I know I'd feel better if at least the flowers would live to the end of the season. The Hazleton Area School District announcing kindergarten registration for the 2017-18 school year will be held throughout the district. Up on your screen right now, there it is, the dates when registration will be going on. Appointments can be made by calling 570-459-3111, extension 3000. When reporting for an appointment, please limit individuals to primary guardian and students being registered if possible or unless otherwise requested. Parents or legal guardians must register through the Child Accounting Office. Original documentation will be required for review. You will need 3 different current proofs of residency, documentation of the child's age, and also proof of immunization required by law. Pennsylvania law requires that proof of immunization must be provided before a child can be admitted to any public, private, or parochial school. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next here on WYLN News.
Are you looking to light up your business? Then you need to visit Shadler Yesco Distribution Incorporated. They're the premier electrical distributor in Scranton, Wilkes-Barre, Poconos, and Hazleton. Specializing in extensive electrical lighting, automation, and datacom inventory to meet your contractor, commercial, or industrial needs. Don't go with a national company. Go with an independent, locally owned company that cares. Shadler Yesco Distribution Incorporated. Visit them at sydist.com. Come experience the difference.
Tune in each week to WYLN TV 35 to watch the #1 Hazleton-based broadcast television talk show, The Storm, hosted by Tiffany Cloud. Candidates, politicians, community leaders, and more appear on The Storm when they want to be heard. New shows air Wednesdays at 8 p.m. and these additional airtimes only on WYLN TV 35. We're your local network.
This summer it returns, an all-new season of Warrior Summit Outdoors. More than an outdoor show, it's a show about saving the lives of America's finest. Tune in to see Iraq, Afghanistan veteran, host, Staff Sergeant Eric Olson, and other combat veterans heal the scars of war in the great outdoors. The new season premieres this July.
Hey neighbor, we're having a backyard sale.
2017 Mazda 3 Sport. Buy it for $16,919 or lease it for $129 a month. Or this 2017 Mazda 6 Sport. Lease it for only $159 a month. Or the all-new 2017 Mazda CX-5 Sport. Lease it for only $179 a month.
At Berger Mazda, Route 93, Hazel Township.
Berger Family Dealerships. Drive with experience.
Want to watch WYLN over-the-air with an antenna? These maps make it easy for you to check out our over-the-air UHF coverage area using the Longley Rice propagation mode. All of our broadcast and cable maps can be found on our Facebook page and on WYLNTV.com.